If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Oh, we got to talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. We had to come back today because some new things have surfaced on the horizon. That is right. Today is not going to be a long show. We just got to go over some things. Now, you may be asking, man, Jaquan, why you keep talking about Tyrese and DJ Envy and what's going on? Man, this is... what they're going through isn't personal to me, but I've been through some personal things like this before. I've been through some things like this before, and it is touching a nerve inside my brain, and I have to speak on it because this is a crazy turn of events. Now, as you know, Tyrese was on the Breakfast Club. Him and DJ Envy hashed it out on the Breakfast Club. DJ Envy revealed that Tyrese had said some things that were disrespectful to his wife, but he did not disclose what those disrespectful things were. So it left people thinking, damn, what did Tyrese do to disrespect DJ Envy's wife? Now, after that interview was over, Tyrese went to the internet to talk about his grievances with the interview. He wanted to make it known that he felt a certain type of way because of how his so-called, friends handled the situation. Now, him and Charlemagne figured out their differences. Mainly because I think Charlemagne is just one of those people that he's just going to say what he needs to so everything can be okay, but still feel and think a certain way about somebody. Envy, on the other hand, is your typical beige, holding on, I got a grudge, and you a bozo, you this and that. Tyrese ended up calling out DJ Envy yesterday and claimed that DJ Envy's allegations of him disrespecting his wife was a lie. And all a lie just to build some type of character or have this persona about somebody who isn't that type of person. Now, it's funny because when I first heard DJ Envy say that you disrespected my wife, I don't know about anybody else, but I took that as him saying some foul stuff or like calling his wife out of her name, maybe called her a bitch or maybe said something or told her to shut up, something, said something that was disrespectful in that way. I did not think of it in a way where he was trying to get at her because previous stories have came forward that they were all really close and they were cool. So it wasn't that I was thinking, oh, he probably was trying to get at DJ Envy's wife, because why would I think that when that's not the story or the perception that they put out there when it came to their relationship, their friendship. But then yesterday, when Tyrese went and talked about it, he randomly brought up him not trying to get at somebody's wife and said that you can leave him in a room with somebody else's wife or their girl and you can secretly record the conversation and he will not try to get at anybody's wife. He will not disrespect anybody's wife. So when that happened, everybody was like, well, okay, DJ Envy, the ball is in your court. But before we get to there, because DJ Envy responded today, as well as brought his wife on the Breakfast Club to speak on exactly what it was. Now, they didn't say specifically the things that Tyrese said, but they are alleging that Tyrese flirted with his wife. Now, I want you to hear what Tyrese said first, because I want y'all to get it in your mind. We need context. We need to see how this man was acting. See, a lot of people need to understand. It's not just about what the person says, it's how they act. The body language is how they're saying it, it's the tone of voice. I pay attention to all of that. I pay attention to the mannerisms. I pay attention to if they skip and jump topics or if they doing too much trying to prove a point or trying to prove that they innocent. Some things you have to pay attention to. Now, I wasn't paying attention that hard because, you see, if somebody had evidence on somebody and you felt like they did, or you had in your heart that you think that you actually did say something disrespectful, it'll be wild for you to go on the internet and call those allegations a lie, especially if you are somebody that says you don't remember what you said. Now, that's what Tyrese said in the interview in the Breakfast Club. He said he didn't remember anything that he was saying because he was off psych meds, and he didn't want anybody to hold it against him, the things he was saying, because he was on psych meds. But now, all of a sudden, it's DJ Envy was lying. So, basically, what we're doing is we're going to listen to how this played out. We're going to listen to Tyrese part first, and then we're going to go to DJ Envy and his wife so they can explain some things. And there's some things in there I also want to talk about. The reason why I wanted to go live was because I felt like there was some foul play, not just on Tyrese's end, but DJ Envy's wife's end as well. And we're going to speak on that in a second.
Already came and went. Me and my ex were still together over a year and a half after the whole thing went down. Me, you, and your ex, we've been communicating and we've been good. So for you to say, I stopped with you because you disrespected my wife and my wife blocked you and I blocked you and we just wasn't with you, and every time you came to Atlanta and you texted me like, yo, pull up to the crib. You know why I was inviting you to the crib? I was inviting you to the crib because you were in town DJing. I wasn't inviting you to the crib to hash out no issues about me disrespecting your wife, because I never disrespected your wife. You never said I disrespected her. She never said. It's a lie. Just be a man and be honest and say you went above and beyond for me out of the goodness of your heart, and I didn't have it in me, nor did she, to step up and help you when you was in the middle of a crisis.
Smack that like button, by the way, y'all. If you are tuning in right now, make sure you hit that like button on the way in and share this live. Let people know where to pull up to right about now.
Y'all could have flew to Atlanta. Your first lady could have pulled my ex-wife to the side and had 5-6 lunches and dinners and did whatever she had to do to try and get her to stay committed to the marriage. You could have pulled me to the side and had conversations with me. You could have did anything, and even if you had attempted to help, she would have still made her decision and said, no, I'm out. I praise God every day that something that God put on my heart to say to you and your wife actually helped y'all in any way I could. But let's not be out here lying and creating characteristics in a man that ain't there, bro. I'm gonna box you in the mouth over some shit. First of all, hee hee ha ha, nigga, for real. But second of all, you lying on me, bro. You just making shit up. I got receipts. I'm not gonna show y'all what we texting about. Text messages, text, responses, text. Where is the person? This is his wife. This is First Lady. Where is the person? She's giving me Rashawn's new cell phone number. August the 10th, 2022. The psych med and the supposed disrespect happened in 2017. So what I want us to do is I want us to be adults. And I want us to leave the conversation alone. And I want you to go ahead and keep wrestling with what you're wrestling with, which is that brother went out of his way and he was there for me. And I've been laughing at him on my show. I've been talking shit. I've been throwing shots. I've been looking at the rumor report. We've been donkeying it a day in it, reading my captions and all my shit. And you've been just every time a guest come on your show, you say, hey man, what's up with Tyrese? I'll be like, damn, Envy, why you trying to bait niggas into talking shit about me? You did it to Ludacris? You did it to Tank? You be bringing my name up when people come on the show. And I'm like, what my bro? That's why I came into the show feeling the way. Why I'm on my Instagram? I'm gonna tell you why I'm on my Instagram. Because everything about what you said was on a public platform. And I'm addressing this shit publicly to let the world know. Your girl, your baby mama, your wife, not Envy's, but anybody, you can leave me in a private room and you can secretly record the conversation. I will never disrespect another man's wife. I will never disrespect another man's woman. As a matter of fact, when women break up with dudes and they're going through what they're going through, if I actually know the nigga and this ex-wife or ex-girlfriend is all of a sudden available, I won't even fuck with that.
Now, as you can hear, he did a great job at trying to clear his name and any allegations of disrespecting DJ Envy's wife, even so much so as to going to the extent to talk about how much he respect other people's women, their wives, their girlfriends, baby moms, and so forth, right? Now, I did find it odd that he brought that up because it now when you think about it, the fact that DJ Envy and his wife now are on the Breakfast Club speaking on the situation and saying that the reason that they blocked him or cut him off, or at least DJ Envy thought that they both cut him off, was because he said something disrespectful to his wife, but not just disrespectful, it was flirtation. It was too much. As a matter of fact, his wife is going to explain some of the things that she felt while being in contact with Tyrese. And I want y'all to hear it and analyze it as best you can. All right? Now, for fair use sake, I'm going to cover the video, but we are going to play the audio. Listen up.
Tyrese was on the Breakfast Club last week, and he was talking about some of the things that he didn't like about the Breakfast Club, and he said that he was upset that we didn't check on him when he was going through his problems, because when I was going through my problems with my wife, when we were at our lowest, he was there to help. And I told him during that conversation, I didn't, because you said some things to my wife and myself that I thought was disrespectful. He said we didn't check up on him. We checked up on him numerous times. I guess after the interview, everything was good. He apologized. We left on a positive note, but I guess when he got back home, maybe he read the comments, maybe social media, whatever it was, he got into a fit, and one post he started crying and said we don't respect his mental. And then yesterday, he did a whole long video and he called me a liar.
But for him to go on the airwaves and say, I wanted to box you in the mouth because you disrespected my wife blocked you, I blocked you, and I just unblocked you a month ago, that's a lie, bro. Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022. I got receipts. Did I disrespect your wife or did I not?
Uh-oh. Now, after this quick commercial break, you're going to hear DJ Envy explain what it was, as well as bring his wife on to explain as well. Listen up.
I'm so sick of people putting that in. in what you said, because you didn't say box him in your mouth. You said I want to box your mouth.
Right.
I want to box your mouth.
So to
Oh
answer
my God.
Tyrese, yes, he was blocked. And the reason I know he was blocked is because he
you
had
block his mouth?
Charlamagne and myself on a group text, and I never replied because I didn't see it. He did speak to my wife.
Charlamagne is one of those people that don't know how to like gauge when to say some shit or when to joke about some shit. He just says shit. And I know it's fucking annoying for the people that surround him, but you know.
And he wanted me and my wife to go on live, and he wanted to ish on his ex Samantha. He wanted to ish on his wife. And I actually texted him and I said, "Good morning. No, I'm passing on this. I prayed on it. Wasn't in the cards. Stay blessed. Have an amazing day." Right? Because I didn't want to be a part of him ishing on his wife. Right? So then he said I was lying and he never said anything disrespectful to my wife. Well, what he actually did was, when they were talking, he was one of those dudes, and we all know that guy that tries to plant those seeds. If you had a man like me, it wouldn't have went down like that. I would have never. And I never said anything. And I'm going to tell you why I never said anything. I never said anything because, yes, Tyrese was there and he did help save my marriage. And I was like, I just don't want to ish on that. So I just kept it quiet and I just stepped away from him. Because it's difficult, because you have somebody that helped, but then you also have somebody that's trying to hurt. But me,
I have a theory. GMS fam, I have a theory. Now, I can be completely wrong, but this is just a theory. That's what a theory is. It's an opinion. I could be right. I could be wrong. But when you start thinking about it, like, I've always had that question for years, but I never, you don't know what these celebrities do. You don't know who they run into. You don't know their past or why they really mess with each other, anything like that. But I do know that there are celebrities out there who are friends and they hang out and they go to each other's families' houses and they do all that cool shit. But when you start hearing more about, because they didn't really put in detail in the past how like they became friends with Tyrese. What it sounds like to me is that Tyrese found out about their situation and reached out because he knew of Envy and he wanted to try to help their marriage. But this was at a part of their relationship where a lot of things were in turmoil, and when cheating is involved, you can't help but to have the feeling of revenge. I have to get back. Doesn't matter who you are. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if you're the type of person who doesn't cheat. When it happens to you, all those thoughts cross your mind. It is very rare for a regular individual to get cheated on and then have a very well-known individual hit them up and try to counsel them through their relationship. Now, my theory could be that she needed some type of emotional connection, because usually when men cheat, you start to see the emotional connection disappear from the relationship. Women notice it, men notice it. You can tell when the connection is getting lost. She probably felt that connection being lost, that emotional connection being lost, not from her end, but from DJ Envy's end, and kind of contributing it to, well, he's a DJ, he's trying to get his career off the ground, he's trying to do his thing. You know, I can't really take it that way. I gotta support him. And then only to find out that he actually was cheating, you feel betrayed. That's the ultimate feeling of betrayal. And it's normal to feel like you want to get revenge. What better way than to have somebody just fall into your lap? Somebody of Tyrese's caliber at the time as well. I wouldn't put it past any woman to feel like she wanted to find more of a connection with another man at that time, which is why Tyrese became so close to their family. I don't think Tyrese was that close with their family because he really had love for DJ Envy. I think it's because he was extremely attracted to Envy's wife. And this, anybody knows, rebound sex is automatic. Anybody in that state of feeling hurt, their emotions are heightened, they feel betrayed, they feel like somebody did them wrong. That is when the sympathy or the rebound sex happens. Tyrese totally seems like the guy to try to swoop in after a nigga just broke up with somebody and try to swoop in for the girl. It seems that way. And the reason why I say it seems that way, well, I'm gonna keep this audio going so you can hear from DJ Envy's wife's mouth herself.
Me and my wife accepted the help side, and he opened us up to a place where, you know, we were able to fix our relationship and fix our marriage, and our marriage is even stronger now. Then I got a text, July 8th, 2022. You got the text? I just sent you the text, right? That's somebody that works for Tyrese. You see that text?
I'm looking at the text.
Now, I never mentioned anything to anybody that he flirted with my wife. What does that text say?
I'm not reading this.
It says, yo, DJ Envy blessings. Stay away from Tyrese, bro. He tried to destroy my marriage and career. He will do the same to y'all. Please, I'm open to talk to you. I'm not trying to gain anything from this. I'm just sick of the devil, and I refuse to know what I know and not tell good people what's up with that cat. Please stay away. He will try and get your wife. What's the date of that?
July 8th, 2022.
July 8th, 2022. So
it actually said, please stay away. He will try to get you and your wife.
Right. Shut up. But that just shows that's him as a person. Then the guy, he posts his picture and tells you his name, tell you who his wife is, tell you the people he knows. He says, I want you to be real, because that's what Tyrese did. He did it to me, flirted with my wife, and he's doing it with you. He had no idea, because I don't even know this gentleman.
I don't know why y'all just didn't have that conversation when he was just up here.
Because I didn't want to disrespect him. I was like, I'm just gonna tell him what it is and leave it at that. He apologized, and he said it was the psych meds. Remember, it's the psych meds.
I mean, here's the thing, DJ Envy. You brought up, and I'm being unbiased in the situation. I'm gonna call it out where I see it. You brought up gunplay in his GoFundMe when you was going back and forth with Rick Ross. So to say that you didn't want to disrespect him, and I get it, maybe it's because you guys had an actual friendship, or you felt like y'all had a friendship that was real, and you didn't want to disrespect him in that way. But you told the nigga you wanted to box his mouth. I mean, it's pretty much on the table at that point. and on top of that, you got to prove. I mean, if you make some claims, you got to prove your point, man.
Oh my gosh, I would never. Bull-ish.
Y'all lied to me. We sat here and had a whole hour and 30-minute conversation, and now you saying all of this stuff after the fact. Tyrese saying all of this stuff after the fact.
And you know what? You're absolutely right.
Here we go.
Let's call my wife, please.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Am I on the radio?
Yes, you are.
I have a weird feeling about DJ Envy's wife when it comes to this situation. I do, and I'm gonna tell
You're
you
on
why.
the radio.
Just pay attention.
Tyrese
Pay attention,
is
please.
calling me a liar. For people that don't know, I stopped talking to Tyrese, and there was a reason why I stopped talking to Tyrese. Not because only did I think he was a bozo and full of ish, but also because of the way that I felt he was talking and conducting business with my wife. So I'm going to step back, and I want Charlamagne to ask the questions, because I don't want you to...
He said, Greg Simmons says, who says box your mouth? Somebody who actually isn't prepared to fight. That's who says, I'm a box your mouth. That's somebody who was just trying to say something in the moment, who ain't never really fought like that, who was trying to sound hard but stumbled up because he's not actually used to being like that. He's not really cut like that. So that's how that came out. I've never heard, and that's how you know is because you've never heard that ever in life. That just happened with DJ Envy.
I want you to ask.
Charlamagne is not getting involved
I
in
want
this
you to ask.
in no way, shape, or form. This is, good morning, Gia, by the way. Okay?
Good morning.
This is a conversation between a husband and a wife, and why the husband stopped talking to somebody and why the wife stopped talking to somebody. So the husband and wife should have a conversation. I'm sitting back watching the Casey Crew live. Go.
Good question. So, babe, just for people that don't know, Tyrese helped save our relationship when we were going through probably our lowest point, and I cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. I even blocked Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on two different occasions. Once, many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us. He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. And a lot of times you'd be laying in the bed next to me while I was talking to him. And At first, everything was cool, but for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate.
Hey, I'm sorry. Call me insecure, call it what you want. But it goes both ways. You can have guy friends as a woman, you can have girlfriends as a man in the friend way, platonic. But there is no point in time where you should be laid up in bed conversating with somebody all times of the day if it's not your girlfriends. Because you and that nigga obviously don't have nothing really to talk about besides some extra shit. Now, call it what you want. You can call it insecure, but I promise you, if it's DJ Envy having a conversation with one of his friends who is a woman, and he up at all times of the night and all times of the day, texting back and forth all day, with this person, his wife will feel some type of way. And not only just because he cheated, but that's just a natural feeling. When it comes to the opposite sex, that's why there has to be some type of level of respect, a level of understanding on how you move with certain people. You have to move a certain type of way so you won't even insinuate, or there won't even be any room for speculation. Am I right or am I wrong? It doesn't, and I think because, her saying, well, because Envy was there many a times when I would be laying there in bed texting him, that doesn't matter. How you feel inside about the person you are conversating with is actually what matters. Y'all could be texting about the game or the weather or what y'all plan to do this weekend with the family. The fact that you enjoy it in a different way and not in a friend way is the possibility that I want to get away from. No, they don't always get that because women kind of minimize that when they have guy friends. See, a woman can go at all the friends you have that are women and try to insinuate shit, fuck up your friendships and all types of shit. But then when you try to conversate it, when you try to bring up something or issue that you may have with somebody who is a guy friend, oh, it's always the excuse, oh, that's my brother, or that's this person. I'm not finna fuck up my relationships because you're insecure. Okay, well, have that same respect, have that same energy for me when you have the same shit going on with you. If there's that understanding, there's really nothing to worry about. But since there is a background of cheating and infidelity, all this other shit, then you kind of have to be more on your P's and Q's in a relationship like that. But let's keep going because there's more iffy things I need y'all to understand.
And uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed, and you felt as though lines were being crossed, and we both decided that we were going to take a step back. And there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of
this
my
is weird
time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset, and let me know what his expectations were of me.
That's wild to even say, because the fact that you knew this, the fact that that was something that you kind of raised the eyebrow at, but you didn't check it or you didn't have the thought process to cut that off then and there. See, a lot of women don't read the signs too, because they like that attention. They like to have those conversations. They like that sort of thing. And then try to mask it behind, well, this is just a friend. I don't, we're not dating. We're not none of that. I'm not attracted to him. I don't have feelings for him. But it's what you allow. It's what you're willing to allow. And if you allowed this man to act that way for a minute before you cut that off, or if you allowed him to act that way until it was your husband who was like, nah, we got to cut this off, that's a little weird to me. It seems like you was okay with it until it became a problem to DJ Envy. Now, let's keep going, because there is more in this. Also, I'm just going to say this. For somebody who was able to fake it for years in the bedroom, let me say that again. For somebody who was able to fake it for years in the bedroom, when it came to intimacy, I don't put it past a person to be pretending when it comes to this situation. And the reason why I say that, you'll hear it in a second.
And, you know, at that time, I, 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 I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be
then,
like, well, what lines did he cross?
I don't really feel comfortable being specific.
Why though? You felt comfortable enough to come on the radio to clear the air, but you won't be specific. Once again, leaving it in the air to what actually was said. So now it's even more so like, okay, well, were you offended by it? Were you taken back by it? Was it something that you actually disagreed with? Because you not putting it out there seems like you're still trying to protect the person that your husband has an issue with, who your husband is now putting out there saying that he was trying to dirty Mac your ass and try to be on some, well, if you had a man like me. Any man in any situation that tries to insinuate that you will have a better life or have some type of better relationship, interaction, affection, whatever the case may be, if you was with him, is a nigga that wants to smash. And if he said that to you and you continue to have conversations with this person afterwards, I'm sorry, DJ Envy, but your wife, she was into it.
Because at the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him.
And real quick before I finish, I need y'all to hear that part one more time. She said she doesn't want to put it out there because she still has a respect for him, and she knows that her husband has respect for him as well. Well, guess what? You've been with DJ Envy since you were 15, and somehow you still don't know your damn husband. Because right after she said that, DJ Envy let it be known, no, I don't have respect for him.
At the same time, I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him. I would feel more comfortable just being general and saying that, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect that.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I don't have respect for him though, but yeah, no, I get it, and you do it, and I appreciate that what he
So
did.
how did you see it?
No,
Envy?
I know that everything that's going on right now, and I know that he's being boisterous about it. I haven't been on Instagram in the last 2 weeks because we've been really busy, but you've told me some things, but I haven't really seen it firsthand, so it's not going to affect me the same way it's affecting you because
Bullshit. To sit up here and say that something's not going to affect you the same way as it is affecting your husband just because you ain't see some shit, that's bullshit. Because it shouldn't take you to go see what this nigga said. Your husband feeling the way that he feels should be enough for you. Now, I know if DJ Envy ever heard this in his life, he would agree with that. But given the fact that he has messed up in the past, seems like he works overtime to prove that he's a different man, which is not a bad thing. It's just sometimes it could blind you from seeing some shit. And I don't agree with this move. I don't agree with how she's going about it. It seems like now it's kind of like making excuses for not wanting to shit on a motherfucker who is obviously had some issues and some problems that your husband doesn't agree with.
I haven't seen it, but what I can say is that very clear lines were crossed. And
I get it.
So how did you see it, Envy?
There's certain things that you don't say to a man's wife. There's certain things that you don't say to a man's girlfriend. There's certain things that you don't say in a flirtatious way. And I told you what he said. You spoke to my wife yesterday, so you know what he said.
So that's why you wanted to box. That's why you said I'll box your mouth.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to box his mouth. It's just certain things you don't play with somebody's wife like that. And
were you upset that he wasn't flirting with you in any way, shape, or form?
Shut
a
the
little
hell
bit.
up,
No, see, you playing too
Charlamagne.
much. But no, when it comes to it, I look at it like this. Tyrese did help save my marriage, and I have a respect for him for that. That's the reason why instead of going at him, I just let it go. I just not spoke to him anymore until he starts going up. Now, I don't know if he has a record to sell. He's trying to push his record or whatever it may be. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is that man was up here. He was in our faces. We had a conversation. After the conversation, we let things go. And it's just always weird when people do that. They go home and now all of a sudden they do other things. We just had a conversation. We was just here for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was strange.
And I just want to say this too. If I was DJ Envy, I would feel extremely weird, and I would have a problem. I would have a legit problem with my wife if she was still talking about she has respect or love for a man that she knows had ulterior motives. That is when you're supposed to lose respect. This isn't a moment where, like I said, what I thought was the disrespect, where he jumped out the window and like called her out her name, oh, you bitch, or you this, or you ain't shit, or just snapped out on some psych med shit and was just straight up just calling her a whole bunch of shit and just disrespect her in that way. That's something that you can actually come back from. It's like, okay, we know you was psyched out. We know you ain't usually this type of person. You said some wild shit, but we forgive you because we know you was no. Dirty Mackin ain't got nothing to do with psych meds. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna believe that. I believe that when he saw her in a vulnerable state, he went in for the classic cuck move. The classic simp move. The classic Captain Save a Whole move. What did my guy say yesterday when we was talking about the one chick that got hit with a brick? I showed a video clip of a man talking about how there's these dudes out here who pretend like they want to be on women's side and want to pretend like they want to be on the feminist side because they want to give off the illusion that they don't want to smash, when in reality they do want some coochie. It's just how they going about it. What better way than to get some coochie from a woman that you are attracted to than to be her rock in a time of need when she feels like she doesn't have the full support or love or care from her husband? You swoop in and you try to be the missing piece for her. Then for her to say that he was the type of person that would get angry when she didn't give him her attention or something. Why in the hell wasn't that a red flag the first time it happened? You want to know why Tyrese felt so comfortable to flirt with you and to say some shit like if it was me? It's because you fed into that shit. It's because you didn't check it. It's because when he did it, you felt good about it. That's what I think. There's something else here, man. There's something else involved here that I feel like is big. It's bigger than what we think. She was enjoying it. Then when her husband said, "Nah, that's weird," it was like, "Oh yeah, that's weird." What?
But and I'm sorry to wake. I know you got to get the kids to school. I know two got to go to school right now, so I appreciate it. But I just don't like to be called a liar. And when somebody says, I got receipts, when I'm like, no, you spoke to my wife.
What receipts? What do you mean he said he has receipts? Because,
who knows?
I wouldn't want listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to be put in a position to divulge the things that were said. But if he's calling you a liar, it didn't have to go that far. If he's calling you a liar, then that's a step that might have to be taken. Because by no stretch of the imagination are you a liar. By no stretch of the imagination are you exaggerating anything.
Okay.
It was very clear. It was very inappropriate.
Nah, if you want to validate your husband, and you know what will validate that is telling the truth or saying what it was that was disrespectful towards you, you would say it. It's not about us. It's not about what we want to hear. Fuck how we feel or what we want to hear. This is now about your husband and the validity of his word. And somebody is saying, oh, here we go, the goddamn. And now somebody is saying that he's a liar. Somebody saying he's a liar, and it was somebody who you thought was a friend of yours, but turned out to be somebody that was just trying to get the coochie. That is enough reason for you to go out and say and go out on a limb. What are you trying to protect? What's left of you and Tyrese's relationship? Are you hoping that maybe in the future you and Tyrese can continue to talk because you enjoyed the times that you guys would text back and forth?
And your reaction was very appropriate.
Well, babe, I love you, and I know you got to get the kids to school, so I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, sweetie pie.
Peace, Gail.
All right, bye, Charlotte.
And I also want to say, you know, when he said I didn't check on him, how many messages did I send you yesterday where I showed you that I checked on him numerous times?
I'm sick of y'all.
I'm just asking.
I'm be honest with you. I'm sick of
I'm
you
just
and Tyrese.
asking. I'm just.
And I think y'all are lovers.
You think so?
I do. This is what
Charlamagne
I think this is all about. I think his
He's
next
not my
album,
type.
I think his next album is about both his exes. Okay, you and his ex-wife.
He's not my type.
I think Beautiful Pain has something to do with you too.
He's not my type.
All right, because both of y'all seem like y'all in pain about
Envy,
this
what's your type?
situation. Definitely his type.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
He like short, dark,
Okay.
and bald head.
He's tall, dark, and a liar.
And
You
liar.
like-
And a bozo. I don't do bozos, tall, and dark. I like short,
Okay.
dark, bald, honest,
Truth teller.
truth teller.
Okay.
I'm sick of
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of funny. These niggas be on some homoerotic shit all the time on the Breakfast Club. I don't get it, man. But I just want to say, man, this situation has reached its peak. I don't think there's actually anything else that can be said. Now, what I will say is, Envy, it is very weird how you and your wife allegedly cut this man off, but he still has text messages from last year and this year between him and your wife. It seems like you thought y'all cut him off, but there was still some communication there. And here's the thing. You're not always at home, Envy. You always are moving around. You're always traveling. You're always working. You're always doing something. There's enough free time in the day for her to have those conversations when she wants to have those conversations with that man. And if she wants to be sneaky about it, she very well can. Now, she was playing it safe because maybe there was a time when she let the devil get a hold of her. And either something physical happened or some type of emotional, romantic conversation took place through text messages in the past. And she doesn't want those things to surface. And this is the thing, DJ Envy's in the blind. So he's calling this man a bozo. He's doing all this shit. He's saying he don't respect him. He's saying he's this and that. Well, it'll be only a matter of time before Tyrese decides, well, you know what? They already think I'm manic. Why don't I just prove the point and just get it out there by now? Might as well just say it. Fuck it. Gia was trying to get with me as well. And I had all the opportunity to do it. But you know what? I said I'm not going to do that to Envy's wife. What y'all think, man? We done talked about these situations before. People that go behind your back trying to dirty Mac your girl. I done had that happen plenty of times. And I'll tell you like this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring y'all into my world for a second. I'm gonna speak about two individuals real quick. And if they ever see this or if they watching right now, you know exactly who you are. Some people from here. Two people who, one of them I considered a friend. The other one I was like, yeah, you cool. Like, we acquaintances. We don't smoke together. We done kicked it at the crib. You know, you cool. I thought you was cool peoples. There was one time when one of these niggas, he tried to pull the classic smooth move. He gonna hit my girl at, I don't know, probably like 9 o'clock in the morning, some shit talking about, hey, what's up? Good morning. First of all, if any nigga that does not talk to you, women out there, any nigga hit you randomly and hit you with the, hey, good morning, how you doing, out of nowhere, y'all niggas don't talk, he wants some ass. I know y'all know this. But it's just for some that may not know and may think, oh, he's just being sweet. No, when a nigga is in your inbox and he hits you with the good morning, how you doing, and y'all don't even talk, he is looking for some booty. Now this nigga hit her with the extra like, hey, good morning, how you doing? Oh, hi, what's up? Oh, nothing. Just looking for a smoking buddy. A smoking buddy? Nigga, go smoke a dick. You want a smoking buddy? What the fuck is you talking about? Texting my lady talking about you want to have a smoking buddy. Nigga, you better beat your meat and go in the bathroom and smoke something by yourself. You old bitch ass nigga. Then as soon as I hit this motherfucker up talking about nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's on your mind? What you trying to do? He talking about something. What you mean? Trying to play stupid. What you mean what I mean? Stupid nigga, like you just didn't text my woman talking about something you trying to smoke. That's another move right there. When a nigga hit you talking about you trying to smoke and y'all niggas ain't never kicked it, never smoked, don't talk nothing, that nigga wants some coochie. Stop it. All them moves is crazy to me. Then there was another motherfucker who I thought I was cool with. I'm friends with this guy. Me and my girl, you know, we go through some issues, you know, in the past, blah, 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 you know. Then that's when niggas, like I said, they try to pull the Tyrese. When things is going wrong, then they want to try to swoop in and try to be cool and try to do, oh, I'm here for you. You ain't there for your own bitch. How you gonna be there for somebody else's, stupid? The fuck? These niggas is clowns, man. That's why I keep it real about how I act in my relationship. I don't want to do no over the top, no crazy shit or act like somebody I'm not, because I'm not finna feed you no fairy tale. You get who I am. You get the love, you get the care, you get the whatever you need. If you looking for a fairy tale, motherfucker, go read a book. But these niggas be different when they get in a random girl inbox. Hitting her up talking about some, hey, how's you and your man's doing? And then once he say we go, oh, well, shit. Well, you know, if he ain't doing you right, you know, I get you. I got you right. If you don't move your bitch ass around somewhere, then it be motherfuckers with the worst circumstances in the world. Motherfucker got 3, 4 baby mamas, 6 kids and shit talking about, oh, I could treat you better. Nigga, treat your goddamn kids better, bitch. The fuck you doing over here in somebody inbox lying for? At least tell the truth. You over here lying like you finna be Prince Charming, nigga. You ain't finna be shit. It's dirty macking everywhere. I told the story about the white boy that, you know, I had my little trifecta going on. And this motherfucker came out of the woodworks trying to tell one of the girls I was with, hey, he got this girl over here, that girl over there. Blew my whole spot up, man. She went and told all the girls I was messing with and shit. Blew my whole shit up, man. And you know what's funny? This is why Dirty Mackin never, ever ends up right. Because the same way you came into it is the energy you were going to leave that relationship with. Because the same way you try to do me dirty, the bitch that you had leave me did you dirty, motherfucker. He got cheated on at the cabin. This bitch went to the cabin and started fucking this other white dude. This motherfucker was sad. He on train tracks dancing and shit. Sometimes I feel like the world's on my shoulders. You bitch. Matter of fact, hold up. Fuck it. That's what I'm gonna play to get up out of here. That's what I'm finna play to get up out of here. We gonna watch this whole ass nigga dance. This is the result of being a dirty mackin' ass nigga. You was dirty mackin', you tried to sweep a chick from under my knees, and then she cheated on you, nigga. She cheated on you, made you feel like dirt, and now here you are making videos, dancing on the train. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. He felt sad. I'll take the copyright strike. I'm gonna play a couple seconds because you gotta hear with the music.
Yo, I can't sing. I feel like singing. I wanna fucking sing.
Sometimes I feel like the world's on my shoulders. This bitch done cheated on me. Yeah, that's what you get. And on top of that, she was still trying to hit my ass up, but I wasn't going. You wanna know why? Because I don't mess with my niggas' girls, even if the nigga dirty mac the bitch and tried to take her from me. You suck ass nigga. Look at him. Look at him. Dance, white boy, dance. And she still cheated on you. She gave that nigga sloppy toppy. And you dealt with it. You have to look at that nigga on Facebook every day talking about some, oh, my bitch is sucking this nigga dick. What am I supposed to do? I must find a train track and record myself dancing. You bitch ass nigga. All right. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough. That's enough. We're out of here, man. I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta take care of some business. GMS Fair in the Green Room. It's been a good show. I appreciate everybody for stepping up, popping up, participating in the chat. Shout out everybody. Please put a GMS in there, man, so I see everybody who's in here. Shout out your city. Hit the like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. The GMS fund is going up. I appreciate everybody who has donated to the GMS fund. If you haven't yet or you feel like you want to, the Cash App is right here. We're going to up production. We're going to make this shit even better. We need y'all help. Let's go. He said the hat tip. Yeah, man. He worked on his skills. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he wasn't cool on the dance moves now. You know what I'm saying? But he thought he was good enough to win the heart back of a bitch that was already balls deep somewhere up north. It ain't gonna work, nigga. The side steps, the moonwalks, ain't gonna bring your bitch back, nigga. It ain't gonna bring your bitch back. She saw that video, cut it off, and got right back to sucking. Didn't do shit, player. You need new moves. I told you, Joe. I told you I was gonna stay on your neck, man. You didn't pop up to Rob's funeral, bruh. And you know Rob was that nigga, bro. You know we love that nigga. That was little bro. And you didn't come to his funeral because you a bitch ass nigga and you scary. So I'm on your head forever. You little head bitch. Fucking hoe. GMS fam, the Green Room. I'll see y'all niggas later, man. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Smoke some. We out.